Hey everybody, John here from No Joke NHL here on Tuesday, May 1st, looking at the playoffs. We weren't able to do a video recap of the games on Sunday before yesterday. I did tweet out all my plays. Yesterday we had a successful evening. We had the the Washington Capitals in regulation. We bought it early in the day at plus 210, closed around plus 180, and it was the right side as the Capitals were able to pull off a 3-2 victory over the Rangers to even their series at 1-1. And you know what about this? Dale Hunter can coach. If you didn't think he was really much of a coach, and I'm in that group there, going into the playoffs, he certainly has to have changed your mind. Not only has he brought the Capitals in playing a unified defensive first unit, team, and they still have plenty of great offensive weapons all the way down to their fourth line. Canoe, a crafty player, can put the puck in the net, even though he doesn't do it very often. And the Capitals are playing great team hockey. Ovechkin has taken a back seat, playing the least amount of ice time, even less than known goon Prost again for the Rangers. Ovechkin's getting less ice time, but he got the last laugh yesterday as he puts in the game winner on the power play. So that series is even. Going back to Sunday, we had the Flyers and Devils, the first game of their series, with the Flyers winning 4-3 in overtime there. These teams play offense first, defense second. We talked about the Devils. This is not your daddy's Devils. This is the modern day Devils. They look for offensive chances. They skated circles around the Flyers in the first period, out shooting them 15-6. And the score was 1-0 Devils at the end of first. Could have been a lot worse. Flyers were able to get clicking, as they always do after being down. They got their offense rolling, and the Devils forced a 3-3 tie going into overtime, and then Mr. Playoff Danny Briere ended that game. But I look for these two teams. We were on the over 5.5 at a very generous plus 130, and we were on over 6.5 on the alternate line at plus 200. And with that New Jersey goal to make it 3-3, we basically jumped over both of those numbers in one goal. So a successful afternoon there. The other game that night, not so successful, as the Phoenix Coyotes put it to the chin of the Nashville Predators 5-3, and the Coyotes flipped the script from game one. Pretty much, it was even going back and forth in game one. Nashville dominated the third period and the overtime, with Whitney barely being, in a few chances, able to get the game winner for the Coyotes. This game, however, the Nashville Predators, absolutely disgusting bad defense, giving up break after break after break. The Coyotes skating everywhere, outshoot them 31-24. Okay, for a series where everybody was lining up around the block to lay minus 150 in game one for under 5. This is ridiculous. 31 shots for the Coyotes in the first two periods. They couldn't even do that against the defenseless Blackhawks. So, it's a strange series. I'm not sure what's going on with the Predators. Pekka Rinne been absolutely pedestrian, and like I said, the defense on the Nashville Predators very, very suspect. As like I said, the Coyotes certainly not going to bring to the tip of your tongue high offense and high octane. Vermette with 5 goals in this series already. In the playoffs already. So crazy game out there. So this moves back to Nashville tomorrow night, and the Predators are minus 180, 190 favorites, and they are absolutely up against it. They need at least a win to even begin to start salvaging here, because I really don't know what's up, but this team is really not playing well, and hopefully the home fans will turn that around. So we talked about the Capitals game already, and the other game last night, of course, was the Los Angeles Kings absolutely taking it to the Blues, 5-2 in this game. The Kings explode for 4 goals in the first period. This series of over under at 4.5. It did stay right at 4 in game one. This went well over 4.5. Believe it or not, for over 5.5 in this game, you could have gotten 3-1. Let me say that one more time. plus 300 on over 5.5. Is this game likely to go over 5.5? Well, no, not percentage-wise, but when you're getting 3-1, okay, you only have to, it has to be only 25% or better for you to think you have a chance to win. So if you think 1 out of 4 times that these two teams would play, it would go over the total, then you would have to do that. I can understand where handicapping takes you and puts you in certain places, and I did a video about playing the totals and handicapping. If your handicapping takes you to the under, and that's where you absolutely stand and cannot see the game going over under any circumstances, but you're being asked to lay minus 150, then to be honest with you, that would be the time to keep the money in your pocket and not put it up at the book. Because in the long run, you are going to get burned by that. Remember, not making a bad bet is basically winning a bet, in my eyes. So tonight we have the Devils and Flyers getting Game 2 going here. Everything I've seen from both these teams, including in their first round play, tells me that this is still going to be a free skating up and down the ice. The only way this turns into a struggle is if the goaltenders are able to stand on their head. But I believe the offensive pressure from both these teams is going to be too much for these goaltenders to keep the puck out of the net. Brizgalov and Brodeur both show that they can let the cheapies in. They are solid, but they can let the cheapies in. And so I look for this game to be over the total as well. It's lined at over 5.5 plus 120, under 5.5 minus 135. So like I said, I'm not one to lay big juice on the total either way, but like I said, everything I've seen indicates this is going to be a wide open, free skating, back and forth type game as we saw in Game 1. So I'm going to play the over 5.5 at plus 120, and I'm going to take the over 6.5 as we did in the first game, this time at plus 170. So the book's taking a little bit of the juice away from us. However, I still think that's the best value, overlaying juice for the under 5.5, because like I said, these teams are just thinking score first and defense second. So that'll do it for today. Like I said, if you haven't seen the other video about totals, please get on that. Like I said, some valuable information. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow.